Okay, I'm recording this video after close of trade Tuesday 28th of September 2010, and today I want to talk about how to identify the bottom and buy the bottom, but before doing that, just show you my high time frame charts. First of all, daily chart of the Emini. We had about 2 million contracts traded today. It's a huge reversal day. We kind of sold off really hard in the morning, found a bottom, then bounced, and you can see kind of the bottom came close to this resistance level that's now kind of looking like support. But the uptrend continues. Said we needed to see a pullback and an end of trend warning signal on the 135-minute time frame, and we've not had that yet. So I think we might be heading towards that pullback today, but I thought that yesterday. And just on some other charts, related charts, the bond market chart, kind of got rates continuing to go lower. We're coming close to forming cyclical turning points on the daily time frames. But just to show you just the bond chart over the last 2 or 3 days, and you can see that I've been talking about this in the last couple of weeks, how we found our bottom a few weeks ago with all these flush signals. We kind of started our uptrend. Then we had a big sell-off at the end of last week, and you see we came into this huge cluster of volume accumulation patterns. There's all these profit taking, stopping volume and so on that coincided with a pullback and an uptrend signal that was also a couple of blue professional bars kind of at these lows, and then we've kind of taken off back into another uptrend. Then also wanted to show you gold. I don't normally show you the gold chart, although I do look at it every day. And today we kind of sold off into the morning after having a little bit of a cyclical top over the last couple of days, but you can see a big professional bar. The gold market came down into 1280, huge accumulation there, exhaustion selling at that point, and then we kind of rocketed up to new highs on gold. And then where are we sitting in terms of long-term charts? Well, first of all, the 40,500 tip bar chart. Very interesting what's going on here. At the end of today, we had a couple of professional blue bars kind of come in. We're coming up to a cyclical turning point, and it's a flush signal during today. And just to look back over the last couple of weeks, this was kind of Monday a couple of weeks ago. Last time we saw kind of professional blue bars at the highs at this point around this kind of 1140 level. Then we kind of sold off. Then on this was the Thursday of last week. We had this interesting pattern where we had kind of professionals selling off, and then they came back in at the end of the day, kind of bought those lows 1120, and then the market kind of took off to the upside. But we saw one little professional bar kind of at 45 kind of at the end of last week, and then today after this kind of sell-off in the morning, we saw these more kind of professional bars come into the close there with a flush volume signal. So we're starting to lose some steam up here at the 11 kind of 45 type level. So let's see kind of where that goes today. And then just to talk about how to buy this low on the day trading charts, I was lucky to get in 1128.75. Took my profits after 4 points, but it was a good entry, and I just wanted to show you how I made that entry. This was the open on the 4500 tip bar chart, and we sold off really hard from the get-go. But when you're looking at trends and turning points, I still need my 3 non-correlated indicators to kind of come together to signal a turning point. A key one is professionals. I need to see professional activity. You often see professional activity at the beginning on the opening kind of bars. Obviously, that's a lot of professionals kind of getting set for the day. So I tend to ignore those on the 45 and the all the kind of low time frame charts. But the next time we saw kind of professionals coming into the market was below 1130 down here, and your whole series of 1, 2, 3 professional blue bars at the low. We'd had our cyclical turning point, so we know that there was some kind of support going to come in at some point. And this was also a flush signal. We'd known from the day before on the Monday, I was saying that it was kind of looking like a spike down on the close on Monday, the way we kind of sold off super hard with all of this kind of exhaustion selling volume. So the next time we kind of came into the lows at 1130, it was a flush signal at this point, flushing out all the sellers. And that was so, that on my 4500 tip bar chart suggests to me that I need to be looking for a change in trend. Now, how strong that trend is going to be, this totally surprised me to the upside, but that being the case, drop it down to the 1500 tip bar chart again just to show the low here. This is the open of the day, and again a good place to start looking for entry points. We've got an end of trend warning signal kind of come in on the 1500 tip bar chart. We've had our exhaustion selling at this point and all these professional blue bars coming in at these lows, and then we come back to test, and you can see all these amateur bars with bullish divergence at this point. Bullish divergence signals very close to the zero line, testing the lows with amateur down bars. Second cyclical turn after an end of trend warning signal, nice place to enter, and then the market just starts to take off. And then if we look at the 500 tip bar chart, you can see the same thing. I've kind of squashed this up a little bit. So we were coming into these lows down just below 1128, and we had an end of trend warning signal as we came back in again. All of these bullish divergent signals here, amateur down bars kind of coming into these lows, professionals active right at the kind of low of this turning point, and then the market kind of took off to the upside. So you need to be looking at a combination of things on different time frames, but remember the 4500 tip bar chart is kind of key in terms of determining trend. So I need some kind of support in terms of price, professional activity, and exhaustion volume, and that's kind of the signal where we start to look for kind of confirming signals in other time frames for good entry points after that. So there we go. That was Tuesday's trade. I hope your Emini trading goes well for Wednesday.